Hi guys, it's good to see you again today. My name is Tafi. For those that are seeing me for the first time, discussing the relocation stories. So today I'm going to talk about protecting your name in the diaspora. A good name is like a gem, hard to earn, easy to lose, and invaluable to keep. So, how will you protect your name? How will you keep your name? The first and foremost is to adapt to different cultures. What do I mean by this? I mean that respect each child's culture without judging. What you see and don't understand, please do not show that it looks irrelevant in your eyes. Just remember to respect each child because those children are your bosses. So if you do not respect them, it means you do not need to work there. Secondly, you have to embrace diversity. It means respecting different backgrounds. Our learners are coming from different backgrounds, some that are pathetic, some that are just fun, some that are just different in the making. Remember to respect these backgrounds and also respect each child's abilities. Learners are different with different capabilities. So, as a teacher, you have to respect all that. Thirdly, you have to encourage creativity. In my case, I'm Zimbabwean. Where I'm coming from, we used to give our learners stencils for them to work on. We used to give them work to work on, limiting them from doing what they can do. From this side, you have to encourage those learners to unfold their capabilities. You do not give them work, but allow them to discover for themselves. It's really interesting to be here, observing them, discovering and enjoying their findings. You also have to be professional. It means you have to be punctual, getting to work earlier, maybe 5 minutes early, because if you're not punctual, it means you're going to delay all the programs of the day. Meeting deadlines, for example, ILPs, you need to write them on time. You have to be timers in everything that you do. And you also have to note little things, little changes on your learners. That's very important. As a teacher, you have to stay updated, improving your teaching skills, because definitely what we learned in the early 2000s, sometimes you find that it's already outdated, it's no longer relevant. So you have to continuously update your skills. You also have to up your tech skills. Like I always say, in the first world, computers are used every day. So if you don't use a computer, it means you're going to struggle. So work on your tech skills, enrolling in different short computer courses that will improve whatever you do as a person. If you improve your tech skills, it means working here will be easy for you. Then you have to be an effective communicator. What do I mean when I say an effective communicator? Say wherever you're going, even to the toilet. I'm going to the toilet. Remember, I'm not on the floor. That will help you and your colleagues to remain safe because everyone will be vigilant. We work in teams, so there is need for open communication. If you do not communicate, it means you're going to disturb the whole system. You must be an approachable person. Remember to smile. Remember to greet your colleagues every day. is very important. It builds understanding, it builds trust amongst colleagues. You have to be gentle and loving. That's one quality expected in a teacher. Your learners need love. Your learners need care. Your parents need to be respected as well. So, if you give love, you receive love. If you give anger, you receive anger. So just remember, we are an immigrant. Loving doesn't hate. Loving doesn't give you any emptiness, but it gives you fulfillment. So remember to love, love, and love. Right, let's talk about the dons. Those that will spoil your name. Avoid comparisons. Comparing Zimbabwe and New Zealand, Nigeria and New Zealand, South Africa and New Zealand. Why? Because they are two different countries, two different entities with two different structures, two different policies. So why do you have to compare? You have to accept all the changes that will be happening to you because you are the one who is not in his or her country. So remember not to compare. You have to be flexible. What does this mean? Changing shifts. Someone experiences a problem in the morning and asks you, can you do this shift so that I do this one? You have to be flexible because you also need somebody to cover for you if you experience or face a problem. You also have to take up responsibilities, not saying this is not my area, this is not my child. You have to do everything wholeheartedly. That's flexibility. Because in some cases, you work with learners of different ages and some that are not from your class, but you just have to be flexible and love as much as you can. One greatest don't is avoiding any form of abuse, emotional, physical. Do not neglect the children because the children are the reasons why we are here. We need to take care of them, so we need to protect them. No physical harm to the learner. You don't even have to use any form of punishment on the learner. The learners understand if you talk to them, if you try to discuss with them, they understand. Avoid hating their emotions. Avoid anything that will destroy the learner's ability or self-esteem. So, you also have to avoid unprofessional contact. That's the way you talk to your colleagues, the way you deal with the learners. You have to remain professional. Professionalism is key to protecting your name. Okay, you also don't need to underestimate parents because parents are key stakeholders in your work. Remember, parents from the first world need an update on the learner from how he or she was eating, the toilet times he went, the poos and pees that were done. You also need to take note of any little scratches on the child. You have to tell the parent almost everything. Why? Because you are the caregiver. You need to give extra details to ensure that the parent sends the child to kindy tomorrow, knowing that Taffy will be there. It is important to note those little things that happen on the learners. Why? Because the moment you note those little things, they will help you to update the parents. So if you don't do that, it means you cannot give the parents an information. Also, do not resist change. There are certain things that are changing every day. For example, I was talking about using computers in working every day. Where we are coming from, computers are not part of our teaching style. Of course, we have them for other reasons, but not for teaching. So just remember, when you come here, you use the internet, you use the phone, you use the iPad, you use all those types of technologies to teach. So if you don't embrace that, it means you're rigid, you are not open for change. So, fellow teachers, if you wish to relocate to New Zealand, just remember that you have to love, love, and love. It doesn't hate to love, because when you love, you receive love. And like I said, remember to protect your name, because you are hired according to credit referrals. So if you get a bad referral, it means you cannot get the next job. You cannot be hired next because you have spoiled your name. So, fellow teachers, like I said, a good name is like a gem. Hard to earn, easy to lose, and invaluable to keep. Bye. Hope to see you soon.